Hello and welcome back. We are going to be talking about branch circuits, 26650. Please turn to page 241 and 242 of your code book. Now, remember when we were in section 0 and I said to you what sections of the code contain definitions? And I'm sure 99% of you said section 0, of course. Well, take a flip on the next page and all of a sudden you've got all these definitions. So like I said earlier, definitions are scattered throughout the entire code book. I think it's really important that we understand these definitions. Arc fault protection. It's a means of recognizing characteristics unique to both series and parallel arc faults and de-energizing the circuits when an arc fault is detected. Later, if we get time, we will talk about what the difference is between a series and a parallel arc fault. But if we don't, you all know what series is, something in between, and something that's in parallel would be your two conductors, and there's a fault between line and neutral. So that's what an arc fault does, is it protects both within the series of the circuit and in the parallel. We have this next thing here, the combination type arc fault circuit interrupter. It is a device that provides both series and parallel arc fault protection to the entire branch circuit wiring, including cord sets and power supply cord connected to the outlets against the unwanted effects of arcing. So a combination arc fault circuit interrupter will not only protect the entire circuit, but whatever is plugged into it. Next, we have this definition of outlet branch circuit type AFCI interrupter. It is a device that provides both series and parallel arc fault protection to downstream wiring cord sets and power supply cords against the unwanted effect of arcing, and also provides series arc fault protection to upstream branch circuit wiring. So be very careful. The outlet branch circuit provides both series and parallel from that point where it's installed downstream, but it only provides arc fault protection upstream of the branch circuit wiring. So be very careful on its use. Next, 26652, branch circuits for residential occupancies. Now, let's go take a look, if we have a moment, back in section 0. Let's see if there's a definition for residential occupancy. Yes, there is, on page 76, and this is very important to understand. So residential occupancy. The occupancy or use of a building or part of a building by persons from whom sleeping accommodation is provided, but who are not harbored or detained to receive medical care or treatment and are not involuntarily detained. So it's important that you understand the differences between residential occupancy. So, branch circuits for all residential occupancies, including dwelling units and single dwelling units, shall meet the following requirements. Receptacles installed for fridges in accordance with Rule 26724. Change here from the prior edition of the code. It used to say receptacle installed for refrigerator. It used to be singular. Now you can install more than one refrigerator on that circuit. So, receptacles installed for refrigerators in accordance with 26724 DI shall be supplied by at least one branch circuit that does not supply any other outlets except a recessed clock. So, you have to install receptacles for fridges. Sub-rule B, at least one branch circuit shall be provided solely to receptacles installed in laundry rooms or in a space where the complete plumbing is installed to accommodate a washing machine. So you have to supply one circuit into the laundry room area. At least one branch circuit shall be provided solely for receptacles installed in a utility room. Subrule D, each receptacle installed in a cupboard, wall cabinet, or enclosure for use of a microwave oven in accordance with 26.720 Subrule H shall be supplied by a branch circuit that does not supply any other outlet. So the microwave gets its own circuit. Subrule E, a separate branch circuit shall be provided solely to supply power to each central vacuum system. So the central vac gets its own circuit. Now the amp rating in Subrule F of the branch circuit wiring supplying receptacles with CSA configuration 5-20R shall be not less than 20 amps. So what it's saying is you can't put a 15 amp overcurrent device to feed that 20 amp receptacle. And Subrule G, a separate branch circuit shall be provided solely to supply power to each receptacle described in 26.720 Subrule N. And you want to put a little note there. That talks about the car charger. Okay, 720N is the car charger. All right, next rule, 26.654, branch circuits and dwelling units. Branch circuits and dwelling units, including single dwellings, shall meet the following requirements. Branch circuits from a panel board installed in accordance with 26.602 shall not be connected to outlets or electrical equipment in any other dwelling unit. Pretty common, you don't want to supply your electricity over to the next dwelling unit. Except as may be permitted by Subrules C and D, at least two branch circuits shall be provided for receptacles, and you have your choice. You could use the 5-15R split, you know, the 3-wire, or the 5-20R, in other words, the duplex receptacle, 20 amp receptacle, or sorry, 20 amp, 20 amp receptacle, T-slot, installed for kitchen counters of dwelling units in accordance with, and then you can read that rule. So you still have your choice. Nothing's saying you can't go back to the 3-wire 15 amp splits for kitchens, but that's the rule. You could read Subrules C and D yourself. Subrule E, outdoor receptacles readily accessible from ground level and installed in accordance with 26.726A shall be supplied from at least one branch circuit dedicated for those outdoor receptacles. So your outdoor receptacles must be on at least one branch circuit. Subrule F, at least one branch circuit shall be provided solely for receptacles in a carport or garage of a single dwelling unit, except that the luminaires and garage door opener shall be permitted to be connected to the circuit. So if you've got a dwelling unit, let's say you put your vacuum system in the garage, that is one circuit. Your receptacles in the garage have to be on a separate circuit, and you can include the lights in the garage as well. Anyway, we're done with 26.654. See you in a few minutes.